So bikes are all about friction. There's good friction, like the kind that keeps us on the road as we're cornering hard, and there's bad friction, like poor aerodynamics that slows us down. Also, bad friction can destroy our components, like chains and sprockets. We want to avoid that at all costs, and that's where chain lubricants come in. We want to talk about the different kinds of chain lubricants. Generally speaking, there's wet and there's dry. They both do kind of the same thing, and that is to protect the pins and the rollers within the chain. Generally, a wet lubricant is a low viscosity fluid that contains small protective particles. The idea is that the small protective particles can easily get into the small holes, like the gaps between your chain's pins and rollers, in order to protect those parts of your bike. The only problem with this is, because they're so small and can get in easily, it means they can also get out easily, obviously meaning that you need to lubricate more frequently. A dry lubricant is a slightly higher viscosity fluid that contains larger particles. The difficulty is, because they are larger, it's harder for these particles to get into the small spaces between pins and rollers, etc. So although they are harder to get in there, the good thing is they stay there longer. Hence, if you lubricate properly with a dry lubricant, then you'll lubricate less often. Although lubricating less often sounds like a great thing, in a wet environment or a dirty environment, the problem is this slightly thicker lubricant becomes like a paste as it collects dirt and just essentially grinds your components down. That's chain lubricants in a nutshell. In the wet, you want to use a wet. In the dry, you want to use a dry lubricant. I'm Peter from CyclingExpress.com, and remember, you can always ride a little harder.